Hello, hello, Sylvia here, nutrition and fasting coach. Today I'm going to talk about the 3 foods that you want to eat in perimenopause. So I'm going to give it just a second to see if we can get someone on here. And I'm going to also add a bonus food for you at the end. So stay to the end so you make sure you get the bonus. And if you have any questions at all, please hold them to the end and I'll do my best to answer the questions you have at the end of my live here today. So, okay. So the 3 foods that you want to eat, make sure that you eat in perimenopause. So perimenopause can start in your 30s. For those of you who didn't know that, it's not just something that happens at the average age of 51 and then boom, you're in menopause. It can start in your 30s and it lasts for an average of around 10 years. So before you are fully in menopause. And there is actually over 100 symptoms that's linked to menopause. So it's a whole lot more than hot flashes. So that's why I wanted to talk about this today, because what we eat can impact our well-being through that time a lot. So what happens in perimenopause? So when we're born as women, we are born with a certain amount of eggs available to us that's going to start to get released during our reproductive years. And then when we get to the end of our reproductive years, your ovaries is going to start to shut down production of your sex hormones, estrogen and progesterone. And then we start to see a decline, and it's not like a nice smooth decline. It can be a roller coaster. So that's why perimenopause can be very problematic for a lot of people, with extreme symptoms for some, and you just never know what you're gonna wake up with the next day. It's that crazy with the way our hormones are acting. So for estrogen, for example, it impacts so many parts of your body that that's what so the decline in estrogen is what is causing a lot of these symptoms, because estrogen affects your heart health, your cholesterol, bone health like osteoporosis, brain functions like cognitive function and mood is affected by estrogen. Your metabolism is very much affected by estrogen. When estrogen is declining, your metabolism slows down and fat distribution is going to be different. When you accumulate more fat in your body as you go through perimenopause and into menopause, it's going to be more around your belly area. And also elasticity of your tendons and your ligaments, it's going to be worse. So there's so many different symptoms that are linked to this. And so I'm going to get to our number 1 food here today. And I hope this is not a big surprise to you guys, but the number 1 food is protein. So when we reach the age of 30, we start losing 0.8 pounds of lean muscle mass every decade. And protein is the main component when it comes to retaining and building muscle. So if you want to live a life in your 80s where you're able to carry your own groceries and you're able to do things that you enjoy and live a full life, you want to retain your muscles. It is just that important. So we need protein for that. We also need protein for hormone production. Protein has a big part in hormone production. And as we said, when your hormones are declining, you want to make sure you take advantage of everything that you have. So getting the protein for hormone production is very important. It also helps in immune function. So as we get older, your immune system need that boost. And it helps with satiety and hunger control. So as your metabolism slows down, when you're losing your estrogen, this can really help you in avoiding weight gain as you go through perimenopause and menopause. Okay, ready for food number 2? Food number 2 is fiber. Fiber is crucial for digestion. So it aids in digesting. It bulks up your stool and it feeds your microbiome. I'm sure you all know that we have all these bacteria in our digestive system, and we need to feed those bacteria what they need, and that is fiber. So we need the fiber for our microbiome. Your microbiome and your hormones impacts your hormones and your hormone function. So very important in perimenopause to make sure that you keep your bacteria happy, all right, happy gut. And so for aiding digestion and for your hormones. And also, what a lot of people don't know is that fiber actually helps remove cholesterol. So if that's an issue for you, if your cholesterol is a little bit on the high side, eat your fiber. In today they are recommending, I think there's 25 grams of fiber a day, but I would say aim for 35. If you can get above that, even up to 50 grams of fiber a day, the better you are off. Because it's just going to help you tremendously in how you feel and your gut health and hormone health and everything. And also it's going to also help with satiety and the feeling full. So avoid weight gain when you go through perimenopause. All right, that was food number 2, your fiber. So I didn't talk about good sources for this. So for protein, of course, if you eat animal proteins, of course, I always suggest lean proteins, the chicken, turkey, lean meats, beef, like bison is good. Fish, shellfish, great sources of protein. If you want to get into the vegetarian, then we have, of course, the tofu and those soy-based products. I'm not really a big soybean fan, so if you want to go for soy option, make sure you get organic. Otherwise, you have beans, lentils, nuts and seeds, and of course, other vegetables. They all have some sort of protein, or not all of them, but there is protein in like peas and great sources of protein. So when we go to fiber, of course, your fruits and vegetables are going to have fiber. So that will be the best source of fiber. They have both sources, both the water, the soluble and unsoluble fiber available in them. So get your veggies. That's your biggest and best source instead of the grains. I really highly recommend the vegetables to get your fiber. But we also have nuts, seeds, great sources of fiber, beans and lentils, another one. So, but there you also get a fair amount of starch as well in those, but good sources. Next, food number 3, healthy fats. Don't be afraid to eat fats. You desperately need fat for your hormones. As women, we have to get fat in our diet to help with our hormone health. It is crucial, both for hormone production and regulation. So you need the healthy fats. Also helps with insulin sensitivity and satiety as well. So it's going to help to avoid weight gain as you go through perimenopause. Omega-3 helps with brain function, so extremely important for your brain. It's crucial for vitamin absorption and cell growth and cell function. You need the healthy fats. So, and proper for your nervous system, you also need those fats. And great sources of fats is things like avocado, great source, olive oil, great source, nuts and seeds, great sources of healthy fats. You can also use things like ghee, grass-fed butter, coconut oil, avocado oil, great sources of fats. I would avoid the canola oils and the seed oils and all those oils, as they are highly inflammatory through the way they have been processed. That's what makes them not so beneficial. So you want to do the yogurt, the olive oils and those. Okay, are you ready for the bonus food? I don't know if you can guess it by now, but the bonus food is probiotics. Yes, probiotics is going to help you get your microbiome healthy. It's going to give you more healthy bacteria. And as I talked about before, your gut health, when we're going through perimenopause, to have that hormone and gut function go together, it's so important. So you want to introduce more healthy, good bacteria in your gut. So, and especially if you are living a fasting lifestyle, the probiotics are so great for you, because when we are fasting, we're killing off that bad bacteria, and then having the chance to introduce the good bacteria, that's going to set you up for a much better balanced microbiome. It's going to help balance your hormones, and especially during perimenopause, this is so big. So you get this through fermented foods like the sauerkrauts, kombucha, kimchi, yogurt. Just make sure you read those ingredient labels. Make sure, look at the ingredients in there. You don't want to have things like a yogurt with a sugar in there or other sweeteners. You want to do the plain yogurts, the sauerkraut that doesn't have sugar in it, the plain sauerkrauts. Those are going to give you those great benefits from the fermentation and give you those good bacteria. So that's the 3 foods plus the bonus food. So including these foods in your diet as you go through perimenopause, it's going to be huge. It's going to set you up for success, so you avoid a lot of the symptoms. It's going to make you feel better. It's going to make you avoid the dreaded weight gain as you go through perimenopause. And these are the things that I teach in my 16-week midlife reset. If you're curious to learn about how that works, my clients are experiencing weight loss. They are reducing pain and inflammation. They're gaining energy and mental clarity. So if any of this is something that you would be curious about and want to know something about, let me know. Send me a DM. I'll be happy to chat with you. But that's it for today's little lesson. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.